What's up, YouTube? It's Rick. I'm back at it again with another video, another trade. Today we're going over a back test. Not really a back test, but it's more like a paper trade, I guess you could say. We're just testing out a strategy. This week we're going to test out the strategy and just see how it performs. Okay. So right here we have ES futures, and the strategy we're using is liquidity sweep and fair value gap. Okay. Let's look at bigger picture. This is pre-market right here. Oh, you can't. Okay, so yeah, this section is pre-market. So what we look for, right? I marked out the lows right here. These are the lows. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. We marked out the lows. We see price come in, swept these lows. Okay, let's zoom in. Price came in and swept these lows down here. It had a bearish fair value gap. We marked that out. Inverses that fair value gap and forms another bullish fair value gap. Okay, so this is a very good sign for us to go long. Okay, especially since we're using this liquidity sweep section. Okay, so boom, we see this happen, and then right, I see price come up. We were watching price come up. Boom, boom, boom. This is the 5 minute, by the way. Let's hop into the 1 minute. Okay, hop into the 1 minute for the entries. You go to the 1 minute for your entries. Okay, guys. That's the main key. Go to the 1 minute for your entries. That's how you get the best entries. Okay, so boom, right? Okay, boom. Bullish fair value gap. This is 1, 2. This is another fair value gap. Okay, so we see this fair value gap form. Price goes up, taps into it, and then we see this candle push up. Okay, we see this candle close, and this candle starts to push up. So what do? We go long. Okay, here you're going to want to go long. I believe my stop was like somewhere around here. Okay, so I got an entry somewhere around here or maybe down here. Okay, somewhere around here. All right, you want to enter here. Your stop is below the fair value gap. Okay, you want to leave a little bit of breathing room because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, wicks and stuff like that. But you can either have it literally at the bottom of it or like a little bit below, because sometimes the wicks and stuff in these fair value gaps you have to be careful for. I'm being honest with you guys. Okay, most people keep their stops like at the bottom right here or like at, you feel me? But yeah, the body of this candle is pretty good. So boom, we let this play out. And how to manage your position. This is key into how to manage your position. Okay, there's multiple ways you could do it. Everybody, this is a preference, but I feel like for beginners, this is the safest way to manage your positions in trading. Okay, so we went long off this fair value gap. After this candle, what do we see happen? Another fair value gap forms. Price comes back down. Now, if you're a beginner and you didn't realize there's a fair value gap right here, you would have just seen this and been like, oh no, price is coming back down to my entry. Let me just exit a position. No, you want to hold. Okay, you see this fair value gap form right here? Price taps into this fair value gap and it jumps up. Okay, you notice how it plays out perfectly? Price just comes up right into here. What do we see here? Another fair value gap. But listen, keep in mind we are on the 1 minute. Okay, and what do we see here? We're seeing price come into this somewhat of resistance right here. We're seeing price come here, so we have to be cautious. Okay, this is why I marked this line out, because this was a key area. Okay, I realized, okay, if price breaks up through here and keeps going, that's good, but there's a high chance that it comes back down. And what do we see happen? It comes back down. But let's go to the 5 minute chart. Okay, so while you're in a position, it's good to go through the higher time frames, because when you're in a low time frame, I'm telling you, you will be stressed out. You will exit positions. You will close out early. You will do all the things you're not supposed to do. So what do we see here on the 5 minute chart? As you can see with my indicator, we have a fair value gap right here on the 5 minute. Okay, guys. Yes, the fair value gap is in our red zone. Okay, so you will be down in your position, but it's not at our stop loss. Okay, this actually works perfectly with our stop loss. Okay, we have some breathing room underneath the fair value gap, and it's not a crazy difference. Okay, so price came in to this 5 minute fair value gap, taps in, and look at this candle, guys. Look at this candle. Humongous boner of a candle right here. Okay, let's hop right back into the 1 minute and see how this played out. Okay, so boom, now let's say, okay, you wanted to play it safe and you just did what you had to do. You kept your rules to yourself. Okay, one contract in. All right, let's go to our TP, and let's say you exited right here. You would have made $475 on your prop firm account. But let's look at the risk to reward. You want to 36 risk to reward. This is not really good. This is a good area to put your stop loss to break even if you really are very cautious and not a risk taker. Okay, let's put this back to 1.4. Yeah, right, 1.4. 4 to 1, 4 to 1, 4 to 1, 4 to 1. So boom, okay. We see price come back into this fair value gap down here. Now, you have to have balls of steel to be in this position, okay? As you can see, you would have been in a drawdown about $300 right here. We would have been down about $300 right here, okay? This is the honest fact. You would have been down $300, and a lot of you might have seen this and would have been like, okay, I'm out. I don't want to lose any more money. I'm out. No. Stick to your plan. You stick to the charts. You listen to your plan. You follow your plan strictly. Stay disciplined, and you will realize, okay, this is part of the process, okay? Price has to come into this fair value gap, tap into it. As you can see, it stayed around it for a little bit. This is a lot where a lot of you guys mess up. You might see the choppiness and been like, oh no, I'm gonna leave. No, you only leave unless a candle closed below, right? Which is where our stop loss would be. If a candle came to where our stop loss is, that's where you're gonna want to exit, because that's when it's really gonna tank. All right. So we see price come in, and immediately, look at this candle. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful candle. Look at this price action. If anything, you could have put your stop loss to break even around here. Put your stop loss to break even. Re-enter the trade down here. Okay? Re-enter the trade down here. Hold on. Re-enter the trade down here. Okay? For an even greater entry. Greater risk reward. Okay, guys? I'm just showing you the possibilities of if you're really an expert. This is not even like, oh, he's just selecting the best of the best. This was from today. Okay, guys? This is from today. And I'm showing you the real raw. Okay? So, boom. Price comes up. We see another fair value gap form right here. Boom. Price came into it. Danced around and it came up. Danced around. Still didn't close below. So it's a strong fair value gap. Still didn't close below. So we're not going to exit our position yet. It came up again. Still doing its thing. Okay. What do we see here? Another fair value gap. Now this fair value gap. Okay. Boom. Price came up. Now what do we see happen again? A strong candle to the downside. All right, a strong candle to the downside. Now price is at a 1 and 2. You're at a 1 and 2 on one contract. You are up $1,000 on one contract. By the way, you're up one contract. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. Keep in mind, guys, when you are in a position, do not only focus on the 1 minute time frame. You're gonna want to focus on the 5 minute. Okay, you want the bigger picture of things, right? So you're on the 5 minute. You see this fair value gap is respected, and we see no other fair value gaps being formed in this area. You could choose to hold and stick to your plan and sell right here. Right, you move your stop loss up to here. Hold on. You will move your stop loss to around here. Now you're only risking $130, and you're already up $700. Okay. This is not rocket science. Okay. This is not rocket science. Anybody could do this. You just have to put in the work. Try and try. Do not give up. This is easy. Okay. This is easy. If you're in this position, you're currently at 1 and 2. Normally, 1 and 2 is better than 1 and 1, but you're always going to want to aim for more. Okay, guys. My recommendation: you raise your stop loss to like around here or something. Okay. We see price on the 1 minute or disrespected come down to here. My stop is going to be at this candle. Okay, my stop's going to be at this wick, right? All right, we're in the money 400. We're in the money 450. This is already good. 450 is already good for a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys never even made 450 in a trade, all right? But we're sticking with our stop loss. We're sticking with our plan, okay? This is what we do. We're traders, all right? We stick with our plan. So as you can see on the 5 minute, we continue to go up. Fair value gaps come here, but they don't close below. Right here. On the 5 minute, we see a fair value gap form. Okay, nice. Price keep coming up. Nice, nice. Comes down. Strong inverse right here. This is okay. I'll understand if you exit your position right here, because you are already up $1,000, $1,300 on one contract. By the way, this is not even including the fact that you could have 2 or 3 contracts. So you just take this and you do 2. You've been up $2,600. You do 3, $4,000. would have made $4,000 in this one trade. But for realistic purposes, we're going to keep it as one, okay? If you just held from 10 o'clock to, what is this? To 12. If you just hold for 2 hours. Not even look at it. Just go on with your day. Just don't even look at the charts. Keep your take profits and stop loss in place because the strategy is proven. Remember that your strategy is proven. There's no need to tweak your stop loss to, give it more room or no. You don't need to do that. Just leave it and let it set. Put your take profit there and let it hit your take profit. Do not be nervous, okay, guys? Boom. What is this? A 1 to 3. This is a 1 to 3. Let's say you had balls of steel. Notice how this fair value gap, there's a lot of wicking below it, but there's no closing below this fair value gap. That's a key thing you guys need to understand. You have to wait for the candle to close to make a decision. A lot of you guys are getting stopped out by these wicks because you are impatient to wait for it to close, guys. In a live market, there's a timer on the right side. It tells you how many seconds are left in that candle. So just wait till that candle is closed, okay, to make a decision. All right. Let's say you have balls of steel. Now we're just looking at the potential of this, right? Let's zoom at the bigger picture. Boom. And 1 to 12. Holy guys. 1 to 12. But, for education purposes, let's say you just stuck to the plan. You notice that, okay, look, boom. These fair value gaps are getting disrespected. You most likely, if you're playing very safe, you would have exited around here or maybe even around here for the 1 to 2. Okay, $1,300 profit or $800 profit. Either way, still good ratios. You're not risking a lot either. This is very good. Okay, let's just move this over here. And these are futures, so you can hold it for as long as you don't have to worry about data and none of that. Now, let's say you're an absolute beast and you hold throughout the whole day. You notice price action is good. You notice the markets are recovering. Easily a $4,000 trade on one contract, guys. $4,000 on one contract. This is not 2 or 3 on one contract, guys. If you just hold the whole day, if you just stick to the plan, balls of steel, you can make this, okay, guys? It's not rocket science. This is easy. This is simple. It just takes time. It takes dedication. Learn from your losses. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from me, guys. Learn from people who have already made those mistakes and already have success going on for them. Okay, guys? It makes things go by way faster. Okay? So as you can see, this has easily been a $10,000 trade. $13,000 trade. Guys, there's people out here doing this on a regular. Okay, I want you to understand that. We can go back to another day too. Okay, and I can show you that this strategy works. Let's go to yesterday.